Hey guys, if you're into creating awesome 3D art in Blender, I've got something super exciting to share with you today. Whether you're working on a stylized character, anime characters, or semi-realistic characters, you'll end up needing to create the hair for the character. Creating the hair and adjusting to the shape you want is something that is so much time consuming. Today I want to show you the add-on Stylized Hair Pro. Stylized Hair Pro is a game-changing Blender add-on that helps you create a stylized hair in a breeze. No more fighting with the complex hair system or feeling limited to default tools. It's got everything you need to design amazing hair. Okay, let's start creating our hair. First of all, we need to install the add-on. Go to the Edit, Preferences, Add-ons. If you have a newer version of Blender, you have this icon here. Click on that and install from this. But if you have older versions, there should be an install button here. Okay, click on that and select your add-on zip file. Then it should be here and it should be checked by default. But if it wasn't, just check it to enable. Click here and save preferences in order to save the add-on list. Click your head mesh and go to the Stylized Hair Pro panel. You can click here in order to see the tutorial. It's a pretty well gathered tutorial. It explains you everything. If you're new or it's your first time, I highly recommend to use the tutorial. But for now, let's click on the Add Strand. The links of the strand I put on medium and the number of points, I'm not sure, maybe something like 5 because it shouldn't be too long. Okay, and now we are in the sculpting mode. Let's place one here and you can use the tools in sculpting mode to sculpt the hair. Select the comb brush and you can comb the hair however you like. Also, you can press tab to go to the edit mode and edit the vertices the way you want, whichever you like. I'm generally using both methods in conjunction together because that's the best method I find that I'm happy with. Okay, I need to grow it a little bit. Okay, let's continue with this one strand. Remember, all the options here are applied to the same strands. For example, if I add another strand like this one, everything that I change here will apply to both of these strands because they are one hair strand object. If you want different type of options applied to each strand, you need to separate them. You can go to the object mode, select the hair and duplicate it. As you can see, I have now two different hair objects. But for now, we are continuing with this one to see the options and then add other strands. The options here are simple. You can see the wire of the strands. You can duplicate this strand. And when you click on duplicate, a duplicate of this strand is created. The slide brush is selected and you can slide the newly duplicated strand to a new position. As you can see, let's delete it for now. Object mode and delete this one. These are the sections of the options: shape, twist, bumps, and when you click on each one of them, the detail option is shown below them. The thickness is controlling the thickness of the strand, and then we have the rotation, as you can see. And we have these gizmos. When you select them, you have these controls. This one is for scaling the tip of the strand and this one is for the root. You can see the mirror of this strand. If it's mirrored on the different axes, you can turn them on or off. If you want to apply the mirror, you just hit the apply. In the shape section, you see you have lots of different settings and it's separated by root and tip. You need to play with each one of them to see what they do to your hair. In the pinch section of the shape, you can pinch the places and wherever you see these icons, they are the gizmos. As you can see, if I pinch, it will pinch at the gizmo and I can move the gizmo in order to change the position of the pinch. And I can pinch it from here too. Let's go to the twist. You can twist the root, mid and tip. And also you can twist the whole hair, the strength, the scale and seed. In the bumps, you can create some type of bumps in your hair. You can create something like fake braids with this and in conjunction with textures. But you can also create waves in your hair. As you can see, you can increase the count and so on. You can go for the random bumps and different types of bumps. Then you have the curve. You can see I can increase the frequency, decrease the radius and change the phase. And I have a curly hair. It's pretty easy. Then we have the braid. It's obviously to create the braids, increase the frequency, and you can see duplicates of the same strand is created in order to create the braid. You have options for body, strands, and root. You can change the settings for each different strand, and then you can do the same thing for the root. You can create braids like this, but for now I just decrease the frequency. The freeze is pretty cool. If you increase it, you can see the hair is splitting, and you can control it from here. You can increase the amount of the split, change the seed, smoothing the split, depth controls how much it goes upper to the root, and also you can bend the splits. And before we continue, imagine we have another strand like this, and let's reset everything, and we just shape it, but no option is applied to this one. You can copy everything, every option from this strand to this strand. For that, click this one, then shift click the second one. This should be the active one. There should be orange highlight around it. Then go to any settings, and there are things to copy. You can copy things just like this. Did we do curls and freeze? And it's exactly the same. I just wanted to mention that every option can be copied. Okay, let's continue. The profile is how each strand looks like. This one is the almond. You can use the box one. We can use the triangle. For triangle, the hair should be rotated. This one. Or you can use a custom shape. Let me tell you how to use the custom shapes. To create a custom shape, I create a plane, scale it down, go to the edit mode, select all vertices, and delete only faces. Now we have a shape. Okay, let's just imagine how we want the hair to look like. This is the shape that I want for the hair. Let's jump back here. Let's scale it down a little bit. Zero it so that we can see it on the feet of our character. Go to the profile, custom, and click on the eyedropper and select this shape. Oh, first of all, click on that object, convert to curve. Now select it. And as you can see, the shapes here are applied to our hair. That's pretty cool, right? Let's change it. And this is the new shape. This is how you use the custom shape. After the profile is ornaments. In order to activate the ornaments, you need to first click on these things. For example, the bumps, gaps, and regular bump. As you can see, the ornaments has been added to the hair. You can select the geometry here, bend, ring, coil, or scrunchie. I just like the coil one. It's good. But you can also use a custom object. For example, if I add a torus, I can use that as my custom objects, or any object that you like. You can see I have the torus here. I can adjust the size of that and do much more adjustments for them. I can also add the root one, the tip one, and just change the root and tip. That's what the ornaments do. You can add ornaments to your hair. Then we have dynamics. Let's create a fast animation for our head. Now we have a simple animation for our head. Let's enable the dynamics. You can see that you can change the stiffness, elasticity, damping, and liveliness. Let's just play the animation. You can see the hair has dynamic right now. Let's increase the stiffness and decrease the elasticity. You can see that we have the dynamics right now. You can also add the gravity. It just increases the stretch of the hair strands. You can enable collision. For example, as you can see, it goes through the head. You can select that, enable collision, and select the head mesh in order to prevent the collision with the head. And you can increase or decrease the collision distance. Or repel force. Repel force is the amount of the force that the head pushes the hair strand away. And the quality steps is obviously the amount of the steps that it calculates or simulates the physics. Okay, let's disable the dynamics and continue. Now we do have the shading. Let's go to the shading panel. Create a new material, name it hair. And here, select the hair material. This should be this one. Then add this node. SHP shades. This is for Stylized Hair Pro. Add a multiply, the multiply or mix. I think I want a mix node. Mix color, color 1 and 2, and resolve to the base color. Now from here, you can change the color 1 and color 2 of the hair strand. And you can switch between them in the factor. But you can also gradient and a strand as a factor. Let's check it with multiply. Also, you can add the anime hairstyle shading to your head. In order for that, let's add another multiply. Put it here and this one here. And you can change the shapes here. Okay, this is everything you should know in order to use a Stylized Hair Pro. Obviously, there are a lot of settings in this add-on, and you should check them for yourself in order to achieve your results. Also, you have some preset settings. You can select them and press this one in order to apply it to your hair. And you can save your custom settings by clicking on a custom, clicking on the plus, and name your settings. If you want to support the channel, please consider using the affiliate link in the description below. For now, I'm just going through the add-on and create a hairstyle for this character. That's it for this video. Until the next video, have a great time. Bye bye.